Well, this is where all the hoopla has to stop, and Prince Naseem Hamed has to show the Americans what all the fuss is about. Watch for Kelley, maybe, to try to start fast and put the pressure on straight away. Prince Naseem Hamed has been saying, I might even do this in round one, though his prediction is round 3. Kelley, as you can see, southpaw, can be tricky, lots of ring craft, but can be hit and hurt as well. Hamed, who boxed beautifully in his last appearance against Jose Badillo, broke him up inside 7 rounds. Usually he's quite a slow starter, Naz. Takes a look for a while. Kelley will know all about Naseem's power and will be careful that as he tries to land these southpaw jabs and dictate the pace, that he would be open possibly for a counter from a very heavy hitter.
In his last fight against Badillo, Hamed showed a very good southpaw jab, and I think he's got to try and get that into play. That could be difficult because he's quite widely outreached by Kevin Kelley, but he's got to get that southpaw jab working.
There's always a smile playing around the lips of Hamed, who's only been on the floor once in his career against Daniel Alicia. Good left hand from Naz there. Hamed looking as if he relishes the occasion. Bound to have been a few butterflies, I think, no matter what he might say.
There's certainly got to be. He's a boxer. Good left hand.
Right hand from Kelley on the counter, and Hamed is down for the second time in his career. He left himself open, and this is trouble. He doesn't look seriously hurt, but that has got the crowd on fire here, and most of them, of course, are pro-Kelley.
Well, Hamed leapt in with a big left. That looked a good shot, but it was the quick counter from Kelley which did the damage.
This is a clever fighter, this Kevin Kelley, and he's got him again with the left hand. Make no mistake, I went to the Kelley camp, very professional. They'd done their homework. They'd watched videos of Hamed over and over again to work out their strategy. Naz is not badly shaken up, though. Well, it'll be a 10-8 round, that would, I think, for Kelley on the scorecards. It was not what the Prince had in mind on his American debut.
Well, that will have been a big shock for Hamed. It came out of nothing. He just leapt in as normal with his hands down.
You'll hit him with your bombs, but keep your right hand. All right.
Now take a look at this again.
Keep your right hand up there. All right. Bang.
He left his chin out to dry, didn't he?
He left it up in the air, hands down by his side. That's what he's got to be careful of. But in the past, fighters haven't been quick enough to capitalize on the slack defense of Hamed, but he came back very well with a quick shot, Kelley.
It was lucky in a way that Hamed was leaning away from the punch. He kind of rode it and was caught more off balance maybe than anything. If he'd been walking into that, who knows? It might have been over. Here's round 2. What happens next here? We thought it would be dangerous to underestimate Kelley, and we've been proved right. But the last time he was on the floor against Alicia, Hamed came back to win in the second round. Kelley's jab, he's got it working, and he's stepping in, taking the center of the ring, and at the moment, you'd have to say, dictating affairs. There it is again.
Well, that sharp jab of Kelley has really got the crowd shouting in him. Kelley's got the center of the ring, behind the jab, dominating at this stage.
And switching it on the left hand. He scored by a right hand. And he touched down again. He touched down again, and that will be another knockdown counted against Prince Naseem Hamed. He's getting caught off balance. He looks all over the place. He looks wide open, Hamed, and he gets into the right counter, and down goes Kelley on the far side. It's not counted as a knockdown. Very confusing on the far side from us. We'll take a look again at that. Just to confirm, that was not scored as a knockdown for Hamed.
Well, these fast punches from Kelley are finding massive holes, and a big right hand from Kelley there. The chin is up, the hands are down, and Hamed has to change here because he's been caught by a lot of punches from Kevin Kelley.
Well, he's picking holes in Naseem Hamed here, and you'd have to say at this moment, oh, look at that though! Look at that though! Right hand from Hamed, he's always got the power. And suddenly it's different again. There's always the hope for such a big puncher as Hamed that he'll be able to deliver a knockout blow to get himself out of trouble.
But again, Hamed, if he comes for the knockout, he has to be careful he doesn't leave his chin in the air, because Kelley's still got his wits about him.
This low-slung guard that Hamed has bases his defence on reflex. Kelley's stepping in, getting in range, and at the moment can hardly miss with the jab, and with some follow-up shots as well.
Let go ahead. Let's go.
Kelley is so sharp and so accurate. Normally the reflexes are very good from Hamed. He can get out of the way, make the opponent miss, but he's struggling here to make Kelley miss.
Kelley took a glance away from Hamed to somebody at ringside for a moment there. Last few seconds of the second round. Both of them have been on the floor already. Well, it's extraordinary what has happened here in this fight already. And, well, in the past we have wondered about Hamed's defence, this lunging. And Kelley has got the technical answers, hasn't he?
He really has. The fast hands, finding massive gaps in the defence. Well, the defence from Hamed is always just reflexes, and it's not working tonight. Look at that. Have you ever seen him get hit like that before? The chin up, but there just a short little right hand. He came back with that well. He wasn't seriously hurt, Kelley. Give him a little look, almost just to say, well done, you got me there. What an unbelievable round this is.
And then he took another one for good measure there as Kelley went down in the corner. That was not counted as a knockdown. Here's the third round. Again, the southpaw jab from Kelley, the native New Yorker. And his fans here are really believing that they can rip up the pre-fight script.
And they've obviously came here with a very good game plan, the Kelley crew. And they're shouting in the corner, use the reach.
Oh, he got him with the left hand. He did a bit of a silly dance with the legs there, Hamed. Here, Hamed is fighting a man who really believes that he has the tools to beat Hamed. He's going in with real self-belief.
That jab is such a good weapon from Kelley, so very, very sharp.
And Hamed isn't slipping it at all. Well, can he find some answers here? This is a man who has said he just cannot be beaten, that he'll be a legend.
And again, a big left hand from Kelley. Hamed just cannot get out of the way of these punches.
It's an unpalatable truth, but at the moment, Hamed is being outboxed. No question about it. This jab is just knocking his head back. And the entire American enterprise could be grounded unless maybe Prince Naseem can just detonate one of his really big punches to turn the whole thing on its head. Well, we never thought we'd see this, I don't think, did we, Glenn?
I don't think so. I think we knew that Kelley had very good capabilities and he had to box an intelligent fight, and he's shown that. He's obviously went to school, locked himself away, he's studied how he's got to beat Hamed, and at the moment he's going through with his game plan very well indeed.
Whatever they worked on, and you can see it here, is working, although there's a right hand from Hamed. And a very good little short left hand too from Hamed. That was better. Now he's starting to get through. Can he work his way back? Kelley again glancing at somebody off stage and not in his corner either.
5 seconds.
Last few seconds of round 3, and that was a Kelley round again. That was the round that Naseem predicted he would win the fight. We're past that.
And if you don't move your head, we're going to run into difficulties, and I don't want that. What we worked on to get this guy out of here was our tempo, correct? When you're hunting a peanut, think what you did to Craig. Think what you did to
And watching at ringside, Ryan Rhodes, who lost in his world title attempt last week against Otis Grant in Sheffield, and he must be worried. The aura of invincibility that surrounded the camp is suddenly looking punctured.
Pick him off, you will gradually break him up off your jab.
Yeah.
Just a bing, bing, bang, then come back with it. To break him up on it. He's had his fun now, he's had his fun. You start giving it
The
to
words
him
of
back
Brendan Ingle, whose brother, by the way, a leading Irish amateur, fought in this arena about 60 years ago. Here's round 4.
The third again was a Kelley round, with Hamed coming back into it just towards the end, but not quite doing enough to win the round.
Hamed has to start bringing his own jab into play. But Kelley has a 5-inch reach advantage, and part of their plan was to use that. Now he's slipping a few more punches.
Well, I think if Kelley starts coming closer to Hamed, that will suit Hamed more. Kelley's boxed so well from long range, using his reach and his speed. He doesn't want to get lulled into a fight, but the fight will suit Hamed.
Just wonder whether Naseem has frozen a little early on his American debut as well. Think that's part of it?
It could well be a point. He's not getting his boxing together. He doesn't seem to have his speed. His reflexes are very poor, but I think we've got to say at this point it's a very good performance from Kevin Kelley. He's doing everything right.
And they're just starting to pick up the tempo, and he's got him there. Hamed could turn this all around yet. That was a heavier shot. Kelley says he's all right, but he's down for the second time, and maybe this is the breakthrough after some very anxious, not to say embarrassing moments for Hamed early on.
But Kelley had to keep it long range, as I said. He's getting involved in a fight. He's closing down, getting close to Hamed, and this is where Hamed can get him with punches.
It's another count. He touched down again. Touched down with a glove. It was a right hand. And Hamed has to take another count. He's not badly hurt, but he keeps touching down because he's off balance with the gloves. Big right, Hamed. And another left hand hook. That might not be the end of it. No. Kelley bounces up. The count is at 6. He's down for the second time in the round. Is he going to make it? No, he doesn't. He's knocked out. It is over. And Prince Naseem Hamed, well, the American dream does take off for him after it looked so dodgy for so long. What an amazing fight that was.
An amazing fight, but he prevailed with the extra power. Kelley decided to get in a fight, took the fight to him. As soon as he did that, Hamed, with his extra power, it then became his sort of fight, and he could take over. And the power was the key for Hamed. But from long range, Kelley was doing everything right, and I just do not know why he changed tactics and decided that now was the time to step in and take the fight to Hamed.
And I'm the best.
Well, I tell you what, everybody connected with the American TV company, Grant Warren. Everybody must be breathing a huge, huge sigh of relief.